on our wedding night, we didn't have any place to go. And Bernice said, well, we're going to California for a week. You can stay in our house and take care of it. And Ronnie was about 3 years old, I think.
Oh, they left him behind?
No, they took him home.
But I remember him running by when we was moving in.
Oh.
And sure enough, it couldn't have been any better for a honeymoon.
Until I started cooking. He'll never forget the cake I cooked. Oh. Well, I got her recipe book out and started using it. You know, going to cook a cake, make a cake. I made the cake, and then I wanted you know, that kind of frosting that's real white and fluffy and stuff. And so I looked at the recipe for that, and I started making it, and I thought it did okay. I didn't know, and I put it all on the cake and everything. Then later when we went to cut it, he cut it like that and just cracked all over because it got hard like a. It got hard. It wasn't frosting anymore. You know, I mean, it wasn't. That was terrible. That was his first cake. The house where we lived, it was nice, but it was real little over there off of First Avenue. It was brand new. It was a little two room, and he worked nights or evenings or something. And the kid, his folks would always come see us on their way home from church or something. Come by there and come in, you know, just walk up to the door and turn the lock and turn the thing and come in. The light was on, we was always there. And I remember one night I looked up and there's Venetian blinds on the door, and I thought, it smelled real funny. I thought, I'm going to close those. And I walked over to close them, and the door was locked, but I saw the handle turn just a little tiny bit, and I just stood back like that and went in and told Ronald, I said, something's wrong, there's somebody out there or something. Well, he didn't know, but anyway, I went into the bathroom. I think that was the same night even. Went into the bathroom, and I looked up to the bathroom window. The curtain was open. And I looked out the bathroom window, and somebody was up there looking in, and their shirt was stuck together. It looked like, and that really scared me. So I went and told him. So he got up, went and got the guy that owned the house, the place, and they went out with a gun, or the other guy had a gun, and they was looking. They looked over to another group of houses that was over there, apartments, and there was a guy that was peeking in their windows, somebody else's windows, so they knew it wasn't something I'd thought up or made, whatever, you know. And so they went out looking for him. They never found him. But I couldn't live there anymore. I could not live there anymore.
We didn't find him because he was liable to have killed him.
I know it. I know.
I had the shotgun, this guy had his pistol. And there was a big wall behind the next house, about 5 or 6 feet tall. And that guy had went behind that house and crawled over that wall and gone.
But I don't know, I was scared after that.
So that was your favorite memory?
The scariest one, I guess. No, the scariest one.
Well, it actually would have been bad if we'd have killed him.
Oh yeah, I guess it would. Oh.
You don't have any idea who he was or anything that way.
But he was by himself. He's just a guy going on looking in people's windows, seeing what he could see.
People in the windows, see what he could see.
But what would he have done if that door hadn't been locked? He'd opened the door right on me and me standing there in front of it. I always wondered what was he going to do.
What do you think he was going to do?
I don't know. We was there. Our car was there, and
I
you
was
was
in
there.
bed reading a book.
You wasn't reading a book. You was going to sleep. You never read a book in bed. You came home late and you went to go to bed. But you had already gone to bed. And I was fixing to go to bed.
From day one.
And then... anyway.
70 years later, there's still...
But we moved, where did we move from there? Oh, we moved down on Roger Road from there. I wasn't scared there at all. I don't know why. I wasn't.
Well, stick to the topic here. We're trying to figure out some favorite memories. I guess the honeymoon was Dad's favorite memory.
I don't know, but I can't think of anything that...
How about favorite memory of each of the boys?
With them or of them or what?
Yeah, just...
I don't know that either. I don't know anything that was any favorite. It's just raising them. I mean, doing what you're supposed to do to teach them and stuff. I don't know. It's all different, of course. Right? Each one is different, and you can't. Carrie and Dale's always fighting, hurting each other. Oh, the time. Remember, Dale, when you was, Carrie could get up, run, and hold on to a fence and hop over it like that, you know.
Yeah.
And you was going to do the same thing. It was that last house we lived in. You went out there and you was going to hop over it, and your other leg just didn't make it because you just couldn't do it. Slid it open. Remember it slid? It
Cut on two pieces of barbed wire.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And
He was grabbing the post and slinging them like you're slinging up on a horse.
mhm.
And I was little and I couldn't do it.
You
I
thought you
tried.
could, so you was going to try it. Oh,
Kept me pretty bad.
yeah. Didn't we have to take you to have you sewn up or what? We weren't there. We weren't there, but we came back home then, and you told us what had happened, and we saw it.
I had pretty wide scars for both of them. They were both about 3/4 of an inch long and pretty wide, but I never got any stitches.
Which one was it when Dad stitched you up? I remember him stitching
Oh,
you
that
up.
was when
He was
Carrie-
trying to get up a haystack the fastest,
Mm.
and he got up before me and he pushed me down with his foot, and I hit a T-post in the back of my head,
Oh.
and I fell down, and he shaved it and sewed it up.
we didn't even shave it. He just did like that, and he took.
I remember him heating up that crooked needle over the.
I don't
oven.
remember him doing that at all,
I do.
but he had some thread, and he threaded. And seems to me like it was black even
It
thread.
was black.
And he sewed it just the top layer of his skin instead of going deep. You know, he didn't want to hurt. It couldn't hurt, and did just the top like that. And then he took him to the doctor, and so he said, "Which just him?" And he said, "I did." And he said, "Oh." Like, oh boy. So I don't know what he did. He left it, but
He didn't bother. It healed up just like it was.
it scarred.
Did a fine job.
It's scarred, and later the stitches.
Well,
I don't know what happened to the stitches, but
I actually just stuck the needle in the
layer of skin, thin layer of skin, just to
thin layer of
just to
skin.
pull it
I
together.
wanted to pull it together is all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it actually healed up pretty good, didn't it, Dale?
Didn't get any infection, so.
Yeah. It's a wonder. I
They
didn't
didn't
ever
have to cut
put
my head
anything
off.
on it.
Whenever the scab finally dried out, we went to peel it off. All the scab came off together with the stitches,
Stringing off.
Stitches. Mm.
and didn't hardly leave a scar.
You missed your calling.
Yeah, I was kind of proud of myself.
I don't think the doctor was though. I didn't go with you to say that. Oh, because he.
I'm surprised you ever took him to the doctor.
Yeah, he didn't any more than we ever had to. It seemed like he'd think it'd be all right, whatever it was. But oh, I used to dread to see a car drive up in front there in that house.
He hit
And
his
it'd
head
be-
on those the ears on one of those steel T-posts.
Mm-hmm.
When he fell off, when Carrie shoved him off the haystack, he hit his head on one of those ears.
Yeah,
It's a wonder it hadn't hurt really bad.
yeah. But I used to hate to see the coach or somebody from school driving up out in front with one of the boys in the car because I thought, uh-oh, they're
Now
hurt.
what?
Somebody's hurt bad, you know. And they was every time it happened. They had broken arm, broken something. He broke this bone here on their elbow, broke that one loose. They had to go and have it.
I was in third grade though,
Have it.
or second grade.
No, he was older than that.
No, I was in second grade playing tetherball, and somebody pushed me, and I fell backwards like that, and it bent backwards that way.
Uh-huh.
Broke
Anyway,
it.
he sewed that up, put a cast on it.
There wasn't nothing to sew up. We didn't sew it on.
No, that you're talking about when I how did I break my arm? That was the same time. Because he put
They
the
didn't sew
cast
it
on
up,
it,
but they
and it swelled up, and I kept telling the doctor, you took me into the hospital.
Yeah, well, I
My
did.
hand was all turning purple.
Yeah.
I said it was
I
hurting,
spent
it's
all night
hurting.
with you in bed to make sure that it was okay.
That doctor said, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. He started cutting it off with that little saw buzz ears that you have cut. But this is all the way around. He took it off, and there was blood all the way down my arm.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I was
was
jerking,
hollering.
telling him it's hurting.
And
It
I
hurts.
told him, I said, no, if it's hurt, if he says it's hurting, it's hurting. Because he had a high tolerance for pain, and he took it off, and then the blood went, oh, well, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Dad was there. You told him, here, put your arm out here. Let me even a score here a little bit.
What was you doing when you a chair, a fold-up chair, cut your
That was
finger?
in 7th grade. I was
Tore
being
off.
an idiot.
Yeah.
Picking on a kid.
Uh,
Poor kid.
yeah.
It was horrible. We were just picking on him, and something happened, and
Do we want to record this?
I pushed him, or somehow we fell on this folding chair, and it folded up and pinched my finger,
Mhm.
and it tore the end of it off.
Mhm. And
And
it looked bad. I took you in, and he had to put a shot down in it to deaden it so that he could sew it up.
Hmm.
And you hollered then when he stuck the needle down in that. You hollered because that.
I just remember he tore. I could see the end of the bone. The end of the
Yeah.
whole skin was tore off.
But he put it back on and sewed it. I didn't think Martin ever got into any hardly fights or anything like that. One teacher told us, he said he was looking out the window there in the junior high, I guess, and he was playing basketball or playing with balls or something out there, and then it kept hitting you with it or doing something like that. And he said you walked over and just grabbed the guy right in the, like this, and just went just like this, smacking his face. And he said, I didn't say a thing. You know, I didn't even go out there and say anything to him because the kid was being real ornery. Me. I said, Martin did that? He said, yeah, he did. But I used to always be afraid he was coming home with something bad, broken, and all that kind
I
of
got
stuff.
several stitches from playing sports.
Yeah.
Like hitting the hit right here, got 9 stitches, whichever elbow it is. You got 9 stitches there.
Didn't you?
You get hit with an elbow.
Right here.
There's another one there.
Baseball hit
This
a
one
bat.
wasn't. I didn't even know what. It didn't even hurt that bad, and all of a sudden I thought I was sweating. I was just going like this. I thought there was bleeding everywhere. They get 9 stitches on that one, and then you remember Charlie Alexander?
Yeah.
That guy could hit like a truck. Him and Benji Batson and David Hinton. I was a sophomore. We're scrimmaging, and they gave me the ball as a running back. And they come with that hole, and they just blowing the guys out. There's all 3 of them standing there, so I just ducked my head and hit him as hard as I could. and then I did something like this. I seen, oh man, I'm bleeding. Then it hit me harder. My helmet came down and hit my nose right here, and I had to have 3 stitches on that.
When did you break your nose?
I didn't break my nose.
It's crooked. It broke it over, pushed it over, or something. It was always crooked in there with the.
That might have been what you're talking about when they cut me right here. But that little kid, when I was in Little League Baseball, and the game was canceled and we started walking off, and he swung the bat right in the middle off, just smacked me right in the face. I had to have 5 stitches right here. That hurt too. That baseball bat hurt.